Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are doing good. What are we doing today? We're playing Enshrouded. We are gonna dig a cave today. I was experimenting with a bunch of stuff and it didn't work. So that will be for some other day. Put this stuff away. How are you guys all doing today, though? Happy New Year's Eve. Do you guys have any exciting plans for this evening? Are you just gonna hang out and take it easy? You have any yummy food you're planning to eat? Any chances could you hear a static sound from the stream? Might just be this song. "45 watch streak? Wow, that is crazy. That is insane. Music's off. Is you still hearing static? I'm not hearing it, so I don't know. Might just be the song. I was playing around with water walls. There was a thought in my head that maybe maybe I could do the competition. I can delete that. And that goes over here. Sorry, I will actually focus and tell you what I'm thinking in just a sec. What was there? That was there. This is extra. That can go away. Okay. So what I originally was thinking about doing the other day, we were talking about doing the winter contest, which is a water building contest. And I was thinking to go over here, and it didn't work. But I'll tell you what I was trying to do. There was two reasons why it didn't work. One is you have to have an altar size of size 2 at the most, and it needs to be a size 3. And then the other reason is I think they updated the way that the water interacts with lava, because when Erwin and me and Dragon, McLeod and Grinch, I think, was there. Eva was there. Thebia was there. A lot of people were there. We were trying to flood different areas. And when we did that, we were able to actually flood lava. And so I was thinking that maybe it would work over here, but it didn't. But I'll explain what I was attempting to do. And I thought it could be kind of neat, but we'll get over there, show you, and then we'll get to doing what we're actually planning to do today. It's 6 p.m. Just finished work with stream timing. A dragon. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? Do you have any exciting, wonderful New Year's plans? New Year's Eve? So this was my plan, was to put an altar right there and then have this whole area be renovated. I was going to renovate this. You can hear the dragon voice message when he types in chat. There is static on the stream? What static is on the stream? What? I kind of hear something, but I can't figure out what it is. Hold on. It's because of the music? Okay. Let's do this and do this. Do you still hear the static? When I pause, it's gone. Static's gone. Why would Spotify all of a sudden be doing static? I don't know how to fix that. Is it like really bad? It's bad? Here, let's try a different playlist. Still static. Alright, we'll quit. Quit out of that. Start it again. I'm just gonna have to sing. Yeah, no, not today. Not today. Okay, restarted it. Is it still static?
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to
I refuse.
the man,
I refuse.
Hey, bump, bump, bump. Got any grapes?
Maybe tomorrow? Maybe. We'll see. It's a new year tomorrow. Is the static still there? Or did the restart? No static? Okay. Restart must have fixed it. It's good now. Okay. Well, there we go. Okay. Back to what I was actually saying. So for the winter competition, I was planning to throw an altar there, and then the build area would end like here somewhere and encompass that whole thing. The problem is that the build area only went right to like the inside of that door with a level 2 altar. And the same over there, just like to right there. So you really need a level 3 to like renovate the whole place. And then the thing that I wanted to have happen is I wanted to put the water barrier window things over these windows on the outside here. And I did that. And then I wanted to fill this whole area full of water. This whole side. Basically have the water come off here and just start flooding this. But they updated the lava or something. And it wouldn't, no water would fill on here at all. It would just keep draining and draining and draining and draining. And it's shroud down there, so I can't build like a platform or anything. So I gave up on the idea. But that was the idea. Did I try to dig under it? It's shroud. You can't do anything down there. That's why I was thinking, because this side isn't shroud, so I was thinking it would be neat if you could like swim into the shroud through the windows in the building, but it didn't work. It would have been neat though. Would have been neat, but that did not happen. What we're gonna do today though is start working on Dragon's home. Oh, you're home. Indeed, you're home. I'm gonna go to sleep first though. You do have a cornfield, but do you have a secret exit to go, you know, to other places? So my thought is if we go over here, that like right down there there's gonna be a big like cave entrance, and that tunnels inside and goes and connects up to the area that chat accommodation is. Your tea room. I also need to, in the back of my head, try and think about how a sleeping dragon would actually look. So through here, if we look, I'm facing that direction. This is where the cave exit would be. So I need to tunnel over a bit before we get to the actual main dragon room. So there'll be a tunnel going in. Then we'll get to the main dragon room, and then it'll have a cave coming out onto this part. So that's kind of the plan for today, is to try and do that. But I do need... Interesting that I deleted that. I do need some torches, because it's going to be dark. You guys are not going to be able to see anything. I'll put this down here for now. Make some torches. No ring of burning light? What? Ring of burning light? What do you mean? I don't really have a lot of these blocks. What do I actually have a lot of? Just normal block. Where's the normal stone? Not that. This? This. Yeah, there we go. 17,000, 18,000. That works for me. Not enough free space? What? Oh, it's snapping. I see what's happening. Yeah, it was snapping. Okay, so we have to figure out this is where the museum is. So it really is like right here, and the windmill is right here. So we have to come up to here. I wish I could, well, I guess I could make it a marker. We'll make it a fish for now. I have a feeling it's pretty good. Bonk. Bonk. I think I'm gonna make this similar to the... Yeah, we need to do something special with this. It produces light so I can build in the dark. A circle of light. Oh, the ring of light that you can put on your finger. I don't think I actually even have one of those. And put this there. So I don't actually know how this is gonna work, because I want a dragon that's on a big gold pile, kind of sleeping. And I think I'm gonna have to use the trophy head as the dragon head. But then the rest of the body, I don't know what would work well for the rest of the dragon body. Five meters? Is it 5 meters until the edge of the marker? Or... Yeah, I wanna, you know how I did the Um, the dude on the mountain that is yet to be named. I think that one's shifted to the side. I want to try and sculpt the dragon that's like sleeping on. I'm gonna undo those. Hey, Zoust.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
What's up? What's up? Actually, I have that somewhere. All right, so that's a really long tunnel. We're gonna need to have something, but I think this is actually gonna be bigger. Like we can make the cave come out to over here. If we now look this way, south, right? Are we looking south? Yeah, we're looking south. That is where we want to be. So now let's go out this way and see where we end up. Hey, big brother Steve. Thanks for the lurk. There must be like... Oh, I guess it is kind... That's pretty early for him though. Pretty dang early. Oh, I see daylight. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that'll be a cool entrance. Pretty good planning. I can get rid of this now. Remove. How big should this hole be though? It should be kind of big. It should be kind of big, but not really big. Because a dragon's kind of like a cat where it can fit through a tiny hole. Is this big enough, or should it be like double, times the size? You know how like a cat looks really fat but it can fit through like a tiny little hole? I think a dragon's very similar, where it looks really big but it could like shimmy its way through a tiny little place. I think this might be big enough where it's just maybe half a bit more. like that. That looks big enough for a dragon to come through, doesn't it? Yeah, it could just change into its human form or whatever. Animal form, depending on what kind of dragon it is. Did any of you guys watch this movie? Do you even know what it is you're listening to right now? Yeah, so then you think the Palmzana turned out good? You haven't cut them yet? But you think it worked? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Awesome. When I actually made mine, I did it a little bit different. I don't know what you used, but I wanted mine to be really, really luxurious. So I use like duck fat and like all the different things to make it crazy. The other thing I'm worried about is no, I can go up pretty high because I was thinking about like how high I can make the ceiling, because this goes up quite a bit, and that is, yeah, no, we have plenty of space down here. We don't have to worry about height. We don't have to worry about height at all. Okay, so let's go. This way on each side. You hope they collected properly, like there we go. No, I also made mine and they had like this extra bunch of stuff in the butter. I added like a bunch of umami flavors to add like this other layer of complexity to it. And turn snapping back on. All the people who aren't cooks in the chat are like, what are we even talking about? Wait, I want those there. Is this wide enough if we took all these away? I don't want to make it too big, otherwise it's not gonna look right. Cause the head, we should get that. We should go get the dragon head. Just so we can kind of have a sense of scale. Here. I don't have one. I don't have one. Well, I'm not gonna go kill a dragon right now. So, does anyone know where I could go to get a dragon head? Could just take this one, but I don't want to take that off the wall.
The Shroud Depot!
Oh, that's a good idea, Widemar. That's a really good idea. Let's go to the Shroud Depot. Time is it? That should work. The problem is that the trophy has that wood backer plate on it, or whatever it's called, the mount. So whatever I do, I'm gonna have to try and add.
Hey!
What? Why are you guys sleeping on the ground? Don't you have beds? Oh. You know what we should actually get while we're here is this.
Greetings.
Greetings. Greetings. Greetings. Let's just double check, make sure it's in the backpack. It's there. Honk. So why do you think Spotify made it all wonky? And all staticky this morning. That was weird. Post. I think we're gonna set up a temporary altar maybe? Down inside there. So I don't have to, if I'm going places, I don't have to walk down here every time. Oh. Oh yeah, look at that landing. You thought I was gonna fall. Yeah, we need to go that way with it. But Let's do this. How would it be? Kind of would be... I don't like that the mouth is open, if I'm honest. Maybe we should tilt it to make it actually look like it's just like that. Like the other part is buried in gold or something. Ten out of 10 landing? You thought it was a 10 out of 10? Should it be this one or should it be one of the actual colored ones? I didn't stop to consider that we could have... Ooh, that was wrong. Dragons come in all different sizes and shapes. Could do the gold one. It would be bigger. But my question is, what am I gonna... What am I gonna build the body out of? What am I gonna build the body out of? We'll figure that out later. Let's just dig the hole. Dig the hole. Oh, that was cool. All right, let's go this way. I also need to go up as well. Oh, this is... Oh. My little bit of trivia from before was the song was from Dancer in the Dark, I think is what it's called. It was the movie that is like a musical that Björk was in, made. Well, that's wrong. I don't know why I'm trying to make this like so perfect. Doesn't need to be that perfect. It's gonna all be rounded out anyway. more. It needs to go more. Maybe 2 more? What do you guys think? How much bigger, or should it be this size? I think we're gonna have it be a little bit more over this way too. Like the cave isn't gonna be exactly a perfect circle. It's gonna be like figure 8, I guess, would be a good way of describing it. I just hope we don't no, we're nowhere close. Well, we might hit no, we're not close to that. I think we're not gonna hit anything. I hope we don't hit anything. Need some lights. It's kind of early to tell. I think this side is gonna be like a big open area with a bunch of like small gold piles, and then back here in this corner is gonna be like a little smaller dome with a big gold pile, and it's sitting on top of it. It's kind of my thought. Would there be human sacrifices for the dragon? That is kind of the idea. The whole idea that started this is that when the chat accommodation first started, Dragon requested he didn't want to have fish. He didn't want the fish scraps coming down from above as his food source. He wanted a different food source, so his food source is the bodies that come from in here. So I think the other thing I have to do is make a hole maybe in this corner where the dragon can kind of access that area. And we might actually seal this up. I don't know. We'll see. We might. We'll see what we do. One more. I'll leave that. Oops. Because the other aspect to this whole thing is like how much access will humans actually have into this space? Or is it just the dragon who has access? Okay. We're gonna call... we're actually gonna do this here. We'll have the back be up higher than the front. So like you end up with that effect where when you walk into something and it is like, we'll make this actually a little narrower here. Add some more rock back in, actually. I wish there was a big rock. That's not actually what I want, is it? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, we'll make this a little bit narrower and then it'll expand up. But yeah, I'm wondering if there should be like crates and things over here. Like people are trying to come gather some of the gold or something, or if it should just be only dragon accessible. That's what I don't quite know. But yeah, this side needs to be up much taller, and it will like gradually go up over higher that way. We're gonna have to gut it with this mostly. And then go back with like the mining pick and make everything look round. Because these square corners definitely are not gonna cut it. You can go to there. this isn't really that super exciting, but once we get the cave built, then we can add, you know, all the fun gold. I think that will be fun to add all the different piles of gold and everything. And we're gonna need to get like chests and yeah, figure out other things to put in the gold pile. All right, we'll go here, I guess. The thing I think I wanna, you can't actually do that though. It'd be really cool if you could come in and add like, some of the gems into the wall. That would be really neat if I could do that. Some of the like amethyst and things like that. That'd be neat. Can't do that currently though. We're gonna need some building platforms soon. We go higher. Let's go higher right here. I want this a little tighter actually. It's just a little too wide. Yeah, and then this corner needs to be taller, much taller. But in order for that to happen, we need to build a platform. Oops. Come on. Oh wow. I'm totally zoned out. We had ads. Whoops. The chat is wiggling with anticipation, but it's a bit early to predict the dragon's demands. Whitemare teases about human sacrifices, lol. Meanwhile, Stream Elements is on a mission, dropping invites to join Easy's fam on Discord and reminding everyone to hit that follow button. If you're enjoying the New Year's Eve shenanigans, please do hit the follow button. We're trying to get up to 250 follows to finally name the dude on the wall. Let's explore Easy's world together. More. We need more. Let's look and see how this looks. Maybe just a little bit taller? Don't know. It's hard to say. I think it's gonna have to be taller. No, it should be okay. It should be okay. And then we'll just do this a little tiny dome, I guess. Yeah, and then we're gonna have this room. So we'll have this room that's kind of like this, and then it goes over here, and yeah, this needs to go up faster, I think. So it looks like more impressive right away. then we might go up even a little bit higher over here. Let's do that. Yeah, right there. Bonk, 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 bonk. Let me go up higher. There we go. Yeah, that works for me. Now we might actually fill in a little bit of this on each side and round that out in the back. All right. This is a really good start. Really good, really good. Let's put some of this back. One of my cats is meowing like crazy right now, but I can't hear it though. Funny, funny, funny. Cats are funny. Meow, meow. looks okay. And then we'll gut this a little bit more. Right. Come on. We're just using the square block right now, but soon we'll get out the pickaxe and start doing a little bit other shaping, and then we'll use the other block too. This one that's not square. I'm just trying to create some texture here so it doesn't look like we just took a big square chunk and flanned everything out. I think this right here needs to go away. Yeah. Yeah. That looks impressive when you come in compared to like the low stuff over here. It like opens up, you know? And there'll be the nice pile of gold over here with a dragon on top. Right. Let's mess with this a little bit. Yeah. This song is They Might Be Giants. It's this album. Sorry, my brain is just nostalgicing right now, but I used to listen to this album and many other albums, but this one I remember really vividly listening to it while I was playing D&D and other role-playing games with my friends back in high school. A long time ago. Long time ago. And that was a short little clip of a song, by the way. This we might actually fill in a little. Doesn't need to be that big. Create a little mini cave over there. That's so sad. It's so sad, Sarge. Are you sad that 2025 is over? Are you sad it's ending? Isn't 2026 gonna be better? Total destruction, bring out the TNT. No, we're doing this very methodically. Depends on when you can start moving. That will make a difference. Moving. That's gonna be a theme. Moving. I'm gonna be moving this next year too. And I don't know where I'm moving to. But I will be moving. Okay, this room still can use some work. Still looks a little funky. Or like too square. Especially this. It needs to be fixed. Why would I be moving? You know, life reasons. Life reasons. this be just a little bit wider on the inside? Enjoy your stream, and if you don't see you later, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Erwin. If anyone hasn't been in my Discord, you should go. There's a 10-minute video. Oh, we should actually, I can play it on stream. It'll probably get copyrighted, but I can cut it out of the stream. Doesn't matter. We'll watch a little video later. It's what I watch every New Year's. It's from like a really long time ago, but it's quite funny. I posted it in my Discord. People wanted to watch it some other time with their other peoples. Thanks for the lurk, Erwin. This looks really square still. Oui. This is, yeah. Cell, I think, has told me that this is not very good music, but for me, I have no clue what she's singing, so I enjoy it, especially on like a Sunday afternoon drive or something. It's cheery enough. It looks pretty natural. mostly. Come over here. Maybe it should open up a little bit more on the side. I don't know. Figure it out in a little bit. And then this way will... This might be a formal tunnel made out of like actual block. I don't know. It depends on if we actually make it so that connects over or the dragon, but that would mean I'd almost have to go that way. Come in from the side. That would take some planning though. Could do it right there. Because it's like not even that far over. So you'd almost have to take the tunnel that's right there and just bring that straight back that way. Right. Let's do it. Not that way though. Hey Rebel, good New Year's Eve to you. Hope you're doing some enjoyable this evening, even if that means just hanging out by yourself. Not everybody enjoys New Year's Eve parties or excitement. Not everybody likes staying up until midnight. Okay, how... Chill with the wife and then going to bed early? Yep. Here in Sweden, there is fireworks. And that can be quite loud. You know what I should do is I should go from in there and then come this way. That's what I should do. That's definitely what I should do. We'll just make it big enough just in case. That should be wide enough. You have to stay up and see it with your 70-something mother? Somewhat of a tradition? Well, that is a nice tradition to have. Hanging out with family. We're gonna come in this way. I guess it has to be the same height as this though. So yeah, it should be there. And then we're gonna take this. That didn't work. I will work in a once we get past the shell. I think I wanted one part of it there. We'll do it like this. That's as big as we're gonna make it. We're gonna need a light. 'Cause it is dark. And I'll have to fix some of that stuff too. Can't see. It seems that that's not a big thing in the US, the fireworks part. I used to do a bit of fireworks in Germany growing up. Yeah, they obviously do fireworks at like Times Square and stuff, but just in general cities, it's not really a big thing that I remember. Here we are. I think I wanted actually to go this way first. So it doesn't look like just a straight tunnel. Where it kind of weaves back and forth a little. Yeah, and then we'll add this back in over here. Then it's like a little curvy, so it adds a little bit of interest to it. Instead of it just being like a straight shot. This is gonna need to be widened though right here. It can be like that. Okay. Alright, so what we have is we have the entrance from outside. Comes into a chamber. This one we might make into a secret door here. And then have an actual tunnel that goes this way. With maybe some other little side rooms or something. We'll see. And then yeah, that goes down this way where the dragon can feed on the bodies that come down here. And then we have the main chamber over here, where we're gonna have the pile of gold and a dragon somehow sitting there. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. The pick doesn't really work that well sometimes when you're trying to make things look more natural. It's too rounded. My plan for this evening is to make my daughter and we're having mushroom risotto with we're gonna have steak, but I changed it to roasted chicken. So it'll be like some roasted chicken, and then a little bit of wine, and watch some of the fireworks that happen. We have a pretty good view. We're kind of up on a slight hill, I guess. So we can see some fireworks. Trying to have some of these little offshoot things, because that's kind of how a cave would be. Where it wouldn't just go to the few places that you actually like. There would be other little places besides just the main dragon place. So this I think works. We're gonna have to fix this. I might actually, I don't think that's gonna work with these blocks. But I might get the, decomp tool, whatever that tool is, to make it look like things are destroyed. To make it look like it was like busted through here. But I think those metal pieces are not gonna do anything with that tool. And then yeah, I think this is gonna be a secret kind of passageway. That comes here. It might be a little tighter. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Now we get to start doing the fun stuff though. Actually making gold. I also need to fix that up there, but let's start having a little bit of fun. Let's start with the fun. That looks a little weird. When it's like attached to the side of the wall. Okay. Gold. Gold. Lots of gold. Whoops. All the gold. All the riches. All right. That's kind of the foundation. And right here in the middle, there's gonna be the dragon sleeping here somewhere. What did I do with the dragon head? Put it back in the inventory. There it is. That looks pretty good. Then we can have the body like come here and swirl around and maybe have the tail go over this way. That should look pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. This needs to be more gold though. More gold. More and more gold. You gotta fight. All the gold. All the gold. Oh. Then maybe just a little bit more over here. I don't understand why they didn't put something like this somewhere hidden. Seems like a really obvious thing for them to do. Maybe they're gonna do it on like the 1.0 patch? I don't know. I think the dragons are the ancients. And these are just the baby ones, so I think we're gonna end up with more dragons. It's weird when it climbs up like that. Looks too clumpy over here. Baloosh. A baloosh. I'm too busy putting in the gold. I don't have time to drink. Okay, fine, White Mare. I'll drink something. Fine. Thank you for the hydrate. I do appreciate it. That will look good. We need like a bunch of chests though, I think, in order to sell this. Because there isn't really that much gold stuff. Or like... maybe there is other stuff, I just am not thinking about it. Where is... there you are. Doesn't he make the chests, the metal ones? Or no, it's Cade. Even though it shouldn't be, because Cade doesn't do metalworking. Sitting on the bench. These. And these. What am I out of? Wood planks? It's a lie. I have tons of wood planks. Should actually make some more. Oh, those there. Alright, let's go and start putting some of these up there. Guess we didn't need all those. That was a lot of them. Well, they're open too, so I will have to put something in them in order to close them. I want some of these more buried. Some of them can be open like that. That looks like there's gold in it. Yeah, we'll leave that one like that. And then this gonna go this way. These definitely help the gold pile a little. There should actually be tons of gold in these, but no one's actually gonna check, so I don't really care. We're gonna have ads starting here soon, you guys. Hang tight. I also need some kind of lighting in here because this lighting is not going to work. So I wonder what we're going to put over there. I guess we need some of the skull lamps to sit on top of some of these chests, maybe? Do I have some of those over here? I don't think I do. Oh, that's the wrong way. Maybe... because I don't think there'd be actual lights over there, but the skull, I don't know. Why think about it logically? Nothing. They're on this one, maybe? Yeah. Here we go. You can put the green fire, the one that you use as the thruster. It would look good too. I was thinking of actually getting one of the braziers, the fire things, to sit under here, so there's like a little bit of light coming out of here as well. I think we'll put the skulls highlighting where some of these are. Because I don't want it to be super bright. I want it to be like more mysterious. Well, just like shimmered because of the loading of the texture. Looks kind of neat. The way it loads in right there. We need a thing here though. It's fine. Like I don't want it to be too much. Maybe do one more over here. One more of these skulls. Wah, 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 wah.
Choo choo.
Chibba 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 choo
Choo choo.
choo. His house. Let's go get the different options for the little smoky fire thing. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but we'll test it out. Ooh. I don't know why I did that. Where are you, Cade? There you are. Okay. This or this Or this. I think those are the only... There's that one. How big is this one? Don't remember. That one I think is way too big. We'll test it. Did I do one of these? I don't remember. Yes, I did. Alright. Let's go test. I built this one because I thought if it's just sticking out with the shell only, it could look kind of good as a decorative piece. Sure, we'll leave that there. Okay. How are we gonna test this? I guess we could just put them over here. Well, it's like that's a really big flame. That's way too big. This one's got a shorter flame. I kind of want this. This one has like maybe more smoke. And I want the smoke. This one doesn't have as much smoke. Because it's gonna have to be buried in... I don't really want the flame to show, but I want the smoke to be coming out and for it to be kind of glowing. Surface not suitable. That one's bigger also. We're gonna get rid of this. This is less glowy, but not as smoky. Also less glowy, but I wish it was this glow with this smoke. Is there anything else? No. That was all of them, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna do this one, except I don't think it's gonna let me put it in here. I'm gonna have to dig it out. Maybe if this is moved forward just a little bit. Um, that looks nice. I like that. I really wish this wasn't here though. I like this. I like it. Okay, let's fix that. Let's go get the... I think we're gonna get rid of actually... this needs to be chonked. Come on. Come on. Let me pick you up. Come on. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. How are we gonna do the dragon body though? I like that the gold coins come up after your feet. Because we can't use this. We're gonna have to fix the roof in here, by the way. I just got a little carried away with the getting to the good stuff. I like that when you kind of see it. What's nice is that if you're coming down this, it's not shown, and then you like... yeah, that's gonna be nice. Okay, What can we use? What can we use? What can we use? We need a bunch of things over here. We need this. Wonder if this would look good. That might have some, you know, we need to go. We need to go to the place we love and know. We need to put this away though. I'm just gonna throw this in here. We have to go to the Shroud Depot.
The Shroud Depot!
Yes, indeed we are. And I can put some of this back, maybe. Alright, let's go. Up to see the Shroud Depot! Eight minutes. We got 8 minutes. The good thing we have going for us with the dragon is that it is going to be a quite dimly lit space. So we really just need to get the shape good. We don't have to, hopefully don't have to like really think about the details.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey. That's the one I was just looking at. That's not gonna be right. This could be good. In the dark. Looks kind of scaly. This one. This is just normal rock, right? Oh, this is granite. Take some granite. Hmm. Maybe this? Just regular rubble? Barney or Fred? This looks kind of dragony though. One of these two. I just don't want it to look like a road. So we might have to like mix these two together. So maybe a little bit of this that I had. I had some of that right somewhere. Did I put it away? Must have put it away. This looks kind of scaly also. I think that's our best option, is those 6. Why are you sleeping on the floor?
Hi.
Hi, why are you sleeping on the floor? Look at them all. Poor NPCs. They've got nowhere to sleep. uh, that's funny.
Hi.
Hi.
Uh, I'm just gonna look around and see if there's something that looks like maybe we should have a big skull coming out of the ground in the back. I don't know. We can at least look at it. Maybe we have one of these back in there. Maybe. Maybe we have one of these in there. Those don't work. This could be interesting to have in there. This. We might put some weapons in there, but that would be later. All the NPCs sleeping is really funny. I think that's pretty good. All right. Bonk, 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 bonk. What in the world just happened? What? It doesn't want to. Can you go in here? Yeah. I'm just gonna have you in the corner. you. Maybe back here if you. Oh, this one probably is not gonna get buried. That looks too weird with it right behind it like that. What if I put it here? It's not that bad. It just adds a little bit of something different to the piles. Okay, we're gonna do this first. Boom, boom. All right. Put this here. All right. So this, I think, is destructible. Let's hope it is. Yes. That looks dumb. There we go. Then it looks like he made his way through. Because this doesn't destruct. Oh, it does, but not really. Kinda does. We'll leave it like this though. Yeah, that's too weird. Okay. Take this away. And then we need to get rid of some of this. so dark. Yeah, you don't really see down there because it's the curve. So we need a skull here. This one's floating. Yeah, then you see down there. Okay. This one's floating also. That one's floating too. It must have been up, like raised up. It's still floating. Come on. There we go. Okey-dokey. This is gonna be torturous from experience, or it's just gonna be super easy. Previous experience though tells me it's gonna be a pain in the butt. Whoops. Why will that piece not highlight? There we go. Come on. Oh, that one kind of needs to be there. Okay, let's switch to this. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. This is just click and hope everything works. Click and hope. Might be too bright in here. With how lit up this thing is. I think if it's going to be believable, it needs to be a little bit more dark. Problem is that most of the light is coming from this one. I wonder if there's something else I could use besides just terrain. There's not enough contrast. Blends in too much. Um, don't know if it would actually work, but it would look good. It would look good. Let's go grab this other thing. Oops. It's much easier to glide down. It's a lot harder to climb up. That's why the teleports are so nice. This combined with the other thing might work. If this... Ooh, missed it. Whoops. Oh, it's almost died there. Don't worry about it. Come on. Get what? So easy previously. What changed? Come on. I don't know how that worked, but that worked. That definitely was not supposed to work that way. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the a-hole. Oop. That can't go that far. That would be like as far as it could go. Hmm. So the question is, do I want to spend 4 million hours? I'd have to start at the back and work my way forward and then make a whole bunch of scales basically. All the way down the back of it. And I don't know if I can squeeze multiples. We have to go. We have to go. We have to go to the wonderful place we know. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We have to test. That's wrong. Do, 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 do. Mateus, hello, welcome in. We're off to the Shroud Depot. Because I'm going to grab some more of these bathtubs and toilets and see if we can stack them next to each other.
Hi.
At least they stack in 50s and not individually. I can see. That guy agreed with me too. Goodbye. Wave. Goodbye. Okay, so this side is maybe better. Uh, it's gonna take a lot of work to do this if I actually want to do this. Because they all are gonna need to fit like inside of each other. That would have to be like this. Sending vibe and strength to do so. It would look way better than whatever this is. But man, it would be a lot of work. And yeah, I would have to really get a sense of like how I want these. Cause like that's wrong. That's the other problem, is that finding one of these. Alright, are we gonna do this? Are we actually gonna do this? Because this will be insane. Because that could be the tail. The back leg can be sitting right here. Basically there. Imagine how Joe's putting everything one by one. Yeah, I know. I know people do these things. I just... my brain shuts down after a while. And it's probably something I should do off stream so I can like work on it and then take a break and work on it and take a break. Rather than forcing you guys to sit through it. You guys could see the end result instead. But it definitely could look cool compared to the stone that we have. The stone's a good kind of guide, except for right around the head. I want to get rid of this. I want to hide it with the actual shells instead, but then I need it to be centered. You're good with either. Tedious process, but you're learning. I'm learning right along with you because I have no clue what's actually happening. I think this would come out this way. The other horrible aspect to this is that I don't have any reference image. I'm just trying to remember what I think I remember what a dragon looks like, but I could be completely wrong. The other part of this that I might just have to be fine with is it might be that it really only looks good from this side, and that from this side it looks like really janky. I could just pile a bunch of gold up to the back of it, I guess. But yeah, I think this has to be it's almost like this should be bigger, where the foot should be more back here. Oh. Ads. Wow, missed that we're having ads. Whoops. I think it would come out here. And then we'll have the tail come out this way. The problem with the tail is that I don't think I can fit these. Like, how am I gonna have the tail? Um, the other problem is that none of these movements make any sense. Because this end one right here is not going to be possible. Is it? To be down like that? Uh, I think I just have to go real slow and just hope that it works. That's the wrong button. That is the wrong button. Because this has to be like way rotated that way. But if this is the end of the tail and it comes up here, and then these are like this orange color, orange red, which is kind of nice. But then the bathtub is that bluish color. So maybe that blue color runs down the spine as like the main, like large scale. The reason why I like this is because I think it could cover up this part actually. Yeah. If I do it in multiple layers coming forward, that would actually cover that up. Yeah. I like how it adds like the texture on there too from this light that's happening. Okay, I'll do this, but I don't think I'm doing it on stream. I'm gonna have to do it off stream. Because I'm gonna need to take breaks and stuff. Definitely, definitely. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start from the back and work forward because that's how the layers are gonna have to work. And I'll have to do the main spine of it being that bluish color from the bathtubs, and then the other part I'll fill all the side scales on each level with these orange. I think it'll look good. I think it'll look good. But yeah. What else could we do? Could do this. I don't really know what I want to do with this corridor though. I think I'm gonna make this into like a secret door. What is that? That's with Cade. Can't remember if this wall has a secret door or not. I know there's new ones and I can't remember which one is a new one. He's probably sleeping. Oh no. Down, 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 down. There. Oh. Secret basement door. Might have to change the wall right on the inside there, but there's not a lot of wall there, so it doesn't really. I almost fell. Because I don't think it looks like this. Is that right? Looks so tiny. You would have to change this a little bit. Or just add a bunch of stuff around it where you wouldn't really tell. So yeah, I will work on getting the dragon done off stream. Whoops. Can have these hanging here. Why is this not working when it did work there? Oh, it's off the ground, that's why. It can be kind of dark over there where you don't see it that well. we put one of these up here. No idea what that noise was. Something just bleeped. That kind of shows it too much. Gimme. Give me it back. What was that sound? No idea. Okay, so we'll have this secret entrance here. And then over here, we're gonna have this one. Weird that you can have this like crooked. Interesting. That light's kind of buried in there now. There we go. Secret entrances are good. Rip the light. That one's kind of nice. Hey, Total. I mean, hey, Tag. Do you prefer to go by Tag or do you prefer Average Gamer? Or... And how are you doing on this fine day? Oh, hold on one sec. Sorry, daughter came in and was asking questions that needed to be answered. She's looking for the cookie box. Which, you know, that's a valid concern. That's good, because then it's... Yeah, okay. And then we need some kind of light in here just temporarily, so it doesn't look totally dark. But that one, I think when we add other stuff here and over here, it will look okay. You won't necessarily see it. And then this one is kind of hidden because it's like dark over there. But yeah, the dragon is gonna look... Dragon's gonna look good. I am gonna have to do it off stream though. Cause to get all these scales like to line up all the way down the back, it's just gonna be a really long process and I'm gonna need to take breaks and not be worried about all that stuff. That'll look really good though. That's gonna be cool AF. Yeah, I hope so. And then I think I'm gonna this is going to be the back foot. I think I'm going to have some kind of don't know if I can do that, but some kind of toenails. I don't know how I'm going to do that. But the bathtubs definitely work to cover up this part. It'll like expand out nice enough that it'll look natural instead of like the way that it does right now. I like how it's just sitting there too. And I also need to fix this roof, which is super choppy right now. I got ahead of myself. I got way ahead of myself. And then we have the access for the dragon to come eat little morsels. Can I get up this way? Yeah, I can get up this way. So yeah, the lore would be that stuff gets thrown down here and he comes and eats it from his place. Can I get out this way? Yeah, I can. Yeah, this is actually better than I thought it was going to be, if I'm 100% honest. I think because I originally thought the hole was going to be like right off of the side here. And because it's a little further back, and we had to like add more chambers, I think it works pretty good. You have to go back to work, but this is insane. It's not that insane. It's just a dragon lair. It needs a lot of work though. Okay. Better than anything you've made. You've been making a lot of good stuff though. Don't sell yourself short. It's gonna take me a lot of time to try and get this to actually work. It's gonna take a lot of time. But actually, I do think this is where I'm gonna end for the day because I need to make a bunch of food for this evening. Gonna make risotto, gonna make roasted chicken. I need to get all that stuff ready. And then I'll probably work on this in between cooking and stuff. But yeah. Let's see if we can find someone to raid on over to. Boom, boom, hey, hello, delicious. Good morning. I'm about to raid out. But good morning to you. Even though it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I guess it's only 1:30 for you. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Who is... Aaron's playing Trine, that free game that was on Epic. Eva's playing Song of Nunu. We'll go somewhere. We'll go over to Erwin. I want to check out Trine too. Let's go say hi to Erwin. I think most everyone knows who Erwin is. But if you don't, she is the owner of the server that we've been building in, Windmire Kingdom. And she's testing out a different game right now, but she might switch games later. Who knows? We'll go over there. Thank you again to anybody who was hanging out this morning. Kind of impromptu stream, and I think we did pretty good for what we started out with today. I think we got a pretty good start on the dragon lair. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, but I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve tonight. Take care of yourself. Oh, we should do that. I don't think I can do it because the raid's already going. Look at my Discord though, and there's a 10-minute video that you should watch for New Year's. It's pretty funny. Very funny. Definitely worth a watch. Let's go over to Erwin though. Enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.